Another day, another dawn. Okay, so let's see how the market is going. We'll have a quick overview before we begin part 2 of our video MicroCaps. Today we'll be looking at Bowhead Health. Now before we begin, let's have a look at the general market. We've had a slight recovery back to close to the 600 billion market overall. Bitcoin slight recovery from the 14,000 we've had back to 15,000. Ethereum a bit up today. Ripple is having just a stellar run. $1.50 per Ripple. That is amazing considering that there is 38.7 billion Ripple coins out there. Okay. Ryblox, that's going to continue to do well. Again, I think it's similar to IOTA, and we've seen just a steady increase of Ryblox all the way from the 250 mark to 3 to 4 to 5, now all the way to 14. Just have a look at all the privacy coins out there. We're having just look at Monero. That was only $80 2 months ago. We can have a look at another privacy one, Verge. Bytecoin, Komodo, Pivex. So definitely the privacy coins out there are one of the favorites, and this is why I mentioned yesterday with the Sumo coin, a highly undervalued and a great project privacy coin, and it's having a stellar run since I made the video yesterday. It was only about $4, so $7.30. Now with a market cap of close to 20 million USD. This is not too late. I foresee this going to the 100 to 200 million market cap within the 6 months, so definitely something to get on board, or at least keep your eye out for it. Now again, this is not specific investing advice I'm providing. Please do your own research, and based on your own different circumstances, make your own decisions when investing. Okay, let's begin. So, today's topic is Bowhead Health. I have been keeping my eye on this for the past couple of weeks, and it is one of the most volatile projects out there. As you can see from the graph, it's up 50%, down 50%, up 50%, down 50%. Now that is nothing 1.3 million market cap. Still very small. I think it has a very unique solution to a unique problem, where a lot of the new coins coming out there are just another currency. This one is in the health industry, and this is what's gotten me more excited, as we're starting to see blockchain now being used in different applications for different industries, different uses, and this is one of them, Bowhead Health. Now this is meant for the decentralization of healthcare data more specifically. They've already had their ICO, so their ICO is finished now. But the reason I'm making this video is because there are a couple of events coming up in January and in February that I think will really shine a spotlight on this project. Now, it's already been featured in Forbes. You can see. And for such an undervalued coin, many of the undervalued coins out there don't even have a white paper. Their team is missing. It's just a mess. This, on the other hand, has a beautiful website, a very comprehensive white paper, which we'll go through a little bit further. And I think what, for me, has really caught my attention, a very comprehensive and experienced team. So we've got the CEO, we've got Dr. Ray Maida, PhD in molecular toxicology. We've got Dr. Francesco Diaz-Mitoma. Now, look at their experience. Chief Medical Officer of Variation Biotechnologies, a NASDAQ-listed company. Francesco Diaz-Mitoma Jr., I'm assuming that's his son, nominated to Forbes 30 Under 30. Robotics. We've got a blockchain researcher, manufacturing, business development, full stack developer, hardware engineer, blockchain researcher. And this is what we're looking for. Projects that have more advertisers and marketers than actual developers are ones to stay away. This, on the other hand, we can see that they are full of experienced doctors and advisors and businessmen and developers that really know what they're doing. So a great team behind them. Okay, let's have a short look at their white paper. So now, this is something not to be confused with. So there are two things to Bowhead Health. One is the little machine that you see over here, and then the other is actually the Bowhead Health tokens. And that is what is the interesting part, because whilst you're not having an ownership of the machine, and I don't think that's really the exciting thing. I think it's more the decentralization of health data that has gotten me most excited about this project. Okay, so just explaining a little bit about the industry, how big it is, 410 million wearables. Here we go. Deloitte's 2017 report, healthcare market is predicted to reach 8.7 trillion USD by 2020. So a massive market the healthcare industry is. And even if Bowhead Health can capture just 1%, that would be 87 million. 8.7 trillion USD by 2020. So a massive market there going into. Okay, so let's have a look at how the tokens actually work. So essentially, Users complete diagnostic tests, answer health data questions. Now, they can either share that data to get paid anonymously, or if they don't want to share it, their tokens just get updated with their health data. If they do wish to share that data to other companies who are running clinical tests, clinical trials, wanting more information about patients, about certain diseases, well, they can share that information and actually get paid, just like how companies currently have paid clinical trials where they invite people with certain illnesses to come in and get paid. This would work on the same level if you have a certain uh, illness or health related problem, and a company wishes to access that data, they would have to pay you. So if you do wish to share it, you would agree. It gets updated. Now let's get this to the end. I think this is not very important right now. Or maybe we should just talk about it right now, get it over and done with. Essentially, this machine is a vitamin dispenser. So with this, you can actually learn from your illnesses based on the blockchain and give you customized tablets for you. So if you're low on iron, this would uh, dispense iron tablets, and it would also send that information to a vitamin supplier that makes vitamin tablets. So you get it at home, you put it in the machine. Okay, so here we go. Research institution seeks females 30 to 60. Let's zoom in a bit. Insufficient vitamin D is what they're looking for. The pay is $5 per patient data. Sends it to the nodes. Gets sent to the users. Users would either agree or not agree. So a user accepts, and the user's data is shared. And through the smart contract, 70% of that is given to the users, and 30% is then paid to the other token holders. Okay. So, Bowhead Health. Now, I mentioned in January and in February, two events are going to happen, and this is the two events that I think is going to shine a spotlight on Bowhead Health. So, they will in January be showing their medical device at CES, and now we all know how big of a show CES is. It's got attention from journalists from all over the world, all the big companies, Samsung, LG, from robotics to AI, will be at that show. And they will be there as well, Bowhead. And there we go. CES Las Vegas this January. You can even see the stand, so if you're in Las Vegas, you can go have a look. So that's the first thing, January. Then the second thing is currently Bowhead Health has been on the Waves platform, has been a Waves based token. Now in February there will be a token swap to a Ethereum based token. Ethereum based token in 2018. Now that is big news because several reasons why is the Waves is currently not as developed as the Ethereum platform is. So they are now going and jumping ship onto the Ethereum. And next year is going to be the year of Ethereum, many people are saying. So if that is true, This would ride that wave. February 2018 is when the token swap will happen. Okay. Now they're very good with their communication. They've got a Twitter that is constantly updated. They're going to lots of road shows. We can see them. Now again, only with a market cap of 1.3 million USD. I believe, in my opinion, that that is a very, very undervalued project, especially if you consider the quality of the team, the massive market they are in, a 1.3 million valuation. I think it's highly, highly undervalued. Now, it has been very volatile, I understand. So if you don't want to get in, I think at least keep an eye out for it. At least keep an eye out for this. So, currently what markets they're in? Tidix and the Waves Exchange. Okay, everyone, I think we'll round it at there. So that's the second microcap, Bowhead Health. Now, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Crypto Detective, Crypt Detective, for updates. Like and subscribe to the video.